Who knew a dadgum candle holder could be such a great tripod in the bathroom? Well, it is. How are y'all doing? You're fixing to see how a blind woman puts on her makeup. I don't know what you do when you can't wear contacts and you're this age and you have to take your makeup, you have to put your makeup on and you can't see. So I'm fixing to show you. I literally put my makeup on and then have to check to see if it looks okay. Anyway, alright, well, let me pull this up. Putting some of this Confidence in a Cream anti-aging armor. That's what you need when you're my age. Is a little bit of armor. Because you look like you've been in a few battles. A few wars. Got some battle wounds. Got some scars. Amen. If you'd been through what I've been through, you'd have a few scars too. My daughter, this is one of the kits that she got me for. I know you're not supposed to rub down, but I'm doing it ever so gently. My daughter got me this It Cosmetics package. It's got eye cream and all that stuff in it. It's really good. Makes your face feel so fresh. And then at night, I took the Splurge. Where's my glasses? I gotta have my glasses before I know what I splurged in. I took the Splurge and bought this Lancome Visionaire Nuit Beauty Sleep Perfection. Not even gonna tell you that I paid $90 for that, but I did. But I've already been using it for months, and look, it only takes a very small amount. And look, I'm to the age where you need Lancome. It's that stuff you couldn't afford when you was younger, but you buy it when you're older. So, this is not a get ready for me. Get ready for me. Good Lord. This is not a get ready with me so that you can see the most awesome techniques in the world of how to put on your makeup. This is a chat while Suzanne puts on some makeup. I just wanted to come on here and say that y'all are the most awesome subscribers ever. I wish I could wear contacts. I like my look without glasses. I like my look with, well, I accept my look with glasses. No, I like my look with glasses. But when you put on eye makeup and everything else, you can just see it so much better when you don't have to wear glasses. But anyway, I go from using expensive. Do you think I can see y'all? No, all I can see is a yellow blob ahead. But I go from using expensive foundation sometimes to going to Walmart. But this is Dream Satin Liquid by Maybelline, and I have actually liked this. It's pretty good coverage. I'm bearing my soul doing this today because I am not a makeup person. But I just wanted to come on here and say what an awesome group of subscribers and I call you my friends, because we do develop great relationships. I also encourage some of y'all to read the comments to see how many people suffer with autoimmune disease. It's crazy. And like I was telling you, my mama said, well, if there were autoimmune diseases back then, which I'm sure there was some, but it would have been classified under something else. But I've got to believe that this is a result of things we have breathed, eaten preservatives, stuff. I really encourage Ashley not to buy, there are preservatives just when we buy pure meat, that's fresh meat that's been cut. They give the cows and the chickens preservatives. I do try to buy organic when I can, but since I do most of my shopping at Walmart and another local store, I can't get to a Whole Foods and place like that, because I believe that it's worth buying the grass grown, all that products, because I think a lot of what we're all suffering with is stuff that we've eaten and preservatives. I think, you know, you want to think that the FDA takes care of you, but they really don't. I mean, yeah, they do a certain amount, but then they come back and say all of this is causing cancers, and it was FDA approved. So this is NARS. This is like a finishing cream. You're really not supposed to put it on to last, but I just put it on right after I put my foundation on. I watched a lady the other day. She was over 50. I don't know how old she exactly was. I bought me this new Tartelette palette. I did see this on Shelly's Home Life, or one like it. But I listened to a lady the other day that said that if you're, I think she was probably in her 50s. She definitely looked younger than me. But she said, you know, if you're older, you know, we sometimes we'll still put dark down here and just carry it up. She said quit, because, you know, dark causes things to deepen. Light brings it out. And she says you want light here, because my eyes are very hooded right now. You will see in the future that John and I both plan on getting our eyes fixed. John's is really bad. His is hanging over his eyes. It's not cosmetic. It won't be cosmetic at all. His is really bad. So I just put a light on. She says not even to put the light up here, but I'm just so used to that, and I just put a little bit. So what I do is I just put a coat of light, and I even take it, because I'm very dark in the corners of my eyes, so I even take it into the corners. But then she says take your dark and put it right here on your brow bone, and then let that be. Don't put any dark down on your eye. What I was telling y'all a while ago, I want to encourage you to read the comments. I had one very vulgar comment. I just deleted it. If y'all saw it, I'm sorry. I don't get notifications on my phone as far as dinging. I check my comments a lot, but when I have the baby and when I'm with mother, I don't want my phone dinging all the time. So that's the reason it takes me a little time sometimes to answer my comments. So if y'all saw that very vulgar comment that was on there, I apologize. I deleted it as soon as I got it, and prayed for God to bring the wrath of God down on their head. No, just stupidity. And normally I don't have those, but I did, so just delete it and go on. But I do answer I'm answering comments right now, and I do try to answer everyone. You know, some of them I just put a heart by, because you've not put a long comment or everything. It's very hard. But I read everything, and there's times when I literally fill up with tears when I read some of your comments. Okay, now I've just got the dark there, and then I'll just blend it a little bit more. I didn't use a real dark color. And that's pretty much it. And I've never been a big eyebrow person, but my eyebrows are really, really getting lighter and lighter. So, but anyway, I just use a little stick. I'll have to lean in for this for my eyeliner. I mean, y'all gonna see how quick I put my makeup on. I don't do all those steps that a lot of the young girls do. I just believe, I know I'm getting real dark when I go right there. I just believe some paint on an old barn just makes it look better, makes me feel better. But y'all have just been amazing, telling me what you go through, what you're currently going through, and then I realize some of you have been through so much more than me. So much more than me. But I started my new Bible study Tuesday night. And it was just like an introduction. And it is with 13, 14 other women from my church that I've gone to church with for years. What Pastor Jamie wants, she wants every woman in the church to go through this. And so I'm really excited because by me going through it, she wants me to teach it in the fall. Okay, I have been using this Vlogmas primer. I love it. If you have shorter eyelashes like I do, this will really bring your eyelashes out. But she told me she wanted me to go through the class and then teach it in the fall so that we can have more classes. So I'm really excited about it. But I sat there Tuesday night and listened to 13, 14 other women that I've known. I've been at that church 39 years. So I listened to other women that I know and love talk about depression and loneliness. We have some, well actually the lady that's leading it now was our youth director for 30 something years, 35, 40 years. And her husband's just passed away. It's been a year. And she's, you know, she was talking about she's having to learn how to live a life without her husband, how hard it is. But I sat there and listened to women that I knew so well talk about being lonely. One lady's husband's got a brain tumor. She says she goes to work, she comes home, she takes care of him, they go to church, and that's it. So caretaking is very hard. I know that from Mother, and Mother's healthy. Y'all had to take care of people that are, you know, that you've had to be there all the time, and you know, we may get to that, but I just pray that the Lord takes her home before she gets down. And then to hear women that I love and have known for years talking about fighting depression. You know, their children. We had from ages 29 to 75. And y'all, the lady that's teaching us is 75. Isn't that awesome? I knew, I mean, I've been in church with her for 40 years. I knew she was a good bit older than me, but I had no clue she was that much older than me. And she's the one that's just lost her husband this past year. So, but I listened to women that I love so much talk about, and Christian women being depressed. So it is something that the enemy really brings against our mind. He knows with most of us, he's not going to get us to go out and do what we consider, you know, just a big, bad, open sin. He comes against the mind. And when I read a lot of your comments of what you're going through, what you've been through, I just stopped right then. When I say I'm praying for you, I stopped right then and I said a prayer for you before I go on to the next comment, because that is a generalized prayer just for that person. And then I pray over my YouTube community and for their needs to be met. And I hate putting mascara on my bottom lashes because they're short and my eyes bother me so much, so I barely put any there, just a tiny bit. So it's amazing how people that we love and that we know are going through depression all around us. That is what the enemy is bringing, you know. And I stopped during my last lesson and I bound depression, if you'll remember that. The Lord just brought that on me, and I just stopped right there and said, I bind depression with the power and authority. And because I knew that people that were listening to it were going through depression. And it's real. You know, you break your arm, you go immediately to the doctor to get it fixed, to get it set. You have depression, And I'm talking about, everybody can get blue and everybody can get down, but I'm talking about ongoing depression that needs to be treated. And then it becomes a social, like it's a social stigma to people. They don't want to admit it. And guys, you know, if you're fighting depression and you need something, lots of times when people get on medicine for depression, they don't have to stay on it because, I mean, it's a chemical thing. Some people have to be on it all the time, but that's nothing to be ashamed of. But you need a prayer partner. You need a prayer partner praying with you. And I just use a little bit of eyeshadow on my eyes, on my eyebrows, just to get them to show up a little bit. Y'all, I have not plucked my eyebrows most of my life. They've been a good shape. And so see, that just highlights them a little bit more. And so I didn't put any concealer under my eyes. Oh well. We're going to eat later on, and then we're going to Reed's basketball game. I am feeling better, although it was 72 degrees yesterday, and it dipped down into the low 30s last night. My furnace is on right now. It's 42. When y'all told me some of the temperatures that y'all were living in, oh my gosh, I can't even imagine how you're functioning in that kind of weather, and how you're functioning with autoimmune, RA, fibro, whatever, how you're functioning in that. I don't know how you're doing it. And so, but I am feeling, they prayed for me Tuesday night. I really didn't want to draw attention to myself, but you know, I was pretty bad Tuesday. And I just told them, I said, you know, I just need prayer because, oh, he would have loved to stop me from going to that. And I've got to sit down and start on my homework. Because what we do, we read through a chapter, and oh, it asks some very personal questions. I was looking through it, and on chapter 1 this week, it's asking about somebody that you have a problem forgiving. Woo, hold on, I'll be right back. So I know, did y'all know that forgiveness is an ongoing process? Did you know that sometimes, even when you forgive somebody, did you know that you have to work on it? Somebody that's really hurt you bad, really hurt you bad. And did you know that it's harder to forgive somebody that you loved than it is a complete stranger that did something to cause a tragedy in your family? But did you know that healing is progressive? And did you know that healing is not even for the other person? It's for you. It is totally for you. And I have a person in my life that I have to, I forgave this person a long time ago, but the enemy will bring up things in my mind, and I will have to ask the Lord to take away any negative thoughts or feelings. Hold on, let me show you what I did to my hair. Boy, this is when you got good self-esteem. When you fix your hair and you look like Phyllis Diller. Now, some of y'all will remember Phyllis Diller. Some of y'all won't. Darling, how are you? I used to love Phyllis Diller. I had a friend that did Phyllis Diller in a high school pageant for her talent. It was so funny. So, that's one of the questions at the beginning of the book, is about who's this person. Now, there will be stuff in our book that no one will ever see. And then there'll be, everyone has to talk at this Bible study. No one can just go and sit. Everybody has to have input. And that's so that you receive from it what you need. And yeah, the hair's, it's not gonna be perfect. Tomorrow's wash day. I washed it on Saturday. It's too hard for me to wash it on Sunday and get to church. So, but there's the back of it. Y'all never see the back of it a whole lot. Take some stuff off my battery. I think I was saying y'all never get to see the back of my hair, so there it is. I like this style. Suits me a lot better than that long mess I had. Glad you can't see my vanity though, 'cause it's pretty bad. See how many times I take my glasses off? Yeah, my hair could have been washed today. It would have felt better, but hey, I'm just proud to be getting ready and to be talking to y'all. I am, y'all remember when I hurt my toe, when we went to Branson? Did I ever tell you the whole story? Let me tell you the condensed version. I ripped my big toenail right before we went. So I go to get a pedicure. I may have already told y'all this, but I go to get a pedicure and it was gonna look ridiculous. It was, I mean, I ripped it. I hit something and it broke it way down on the bottom. And so he said, you want me to put an acrylic on it? And I thought, well, yeah, put an acrylic on it. And that way, while it's growing out, you know, my toenail can grow under it while it's growing out. When we were at that natural bridge, we were walking down a stone stepway. And I put all my weight, which is a lot, down on the right foot. And that toenail, I thought they had left it a little long. They did. And when I stepped down, all of my weight went down on the tip of my toe, and it caused that acrylic toenail to try to break, and it popped it from the back. It didn't pop it up. It tried to, but it was a new acrylic. You talking about, it went through my whole body. I actually thought it was a neuropathy pain because I have, not often, thank God, but when I do, I have several of them. But I have lightning bolt neuropathy pains in my feet and my ankles sometimes. I may go months without having one and then have them, but once I have one, I'm gonna have 10 to 15 to 20 before it stops. I don't know what that's about. So I thought it was a neuropathy pain in my toe, but my toe was so bad, and I think I should, you know, when we went to the, when we went to Hot Springs, I put my foot in there trying. Would y'all believe 2 weeks ago, I just finally, I went and got a pedicure again. She said, no, no. I can't talk like Ashley can. The acrylic will wear off. We not take it off. Well, I could see that my toenail was black. When they took the polish off, I could see my toenail was black under it. So I knew I had done some damage. So, at Ashley's house about 2 weeks ago, I said, okay, it's time to get this acrylic off. Well, everybody was just like, don't do that around us. So we took towels, paper towels, and soaked them in fingernail polish remover, wrapped around my toe, and then put full. We had looked on the internet and it said to put full on there so that it just, well, I had to do that twice. But during the time I did that, it loosened up. Let me show you the end result. Let me see if I can get it to focus. This is now my toenail. I don't know why I took the polish off that one that night. This is my toenail. So this right here is the old part. This is the new that's growing. But I can't get that old off. So I'm just leaving it alone. Because Lord help. It had a red ring around it. You know, I went on medication. Aren't those some funky looking toes? That one looks like E.T. E.T. call home. Does it not? Because it's bending down. That's another thing that happens when you get old. Your toes does crazy stuff. But look at that. That's the old toenail there. And I'm just not sure how to get it off or if I should even mess with it. So when I go get a pedicure, and see there's some black under it that's probably still a little bit of that blood. When I go and get my next pedicure, because it's going to be sandal flip-flop season for, I'm just going to say paint it just like it is. Just paint it. Don't even ask me if I want it. Is that not a lovely toenail? And I had to go put some pants on too. I mean, I just put this shirt on for y'all because I put my makeup on in my panties and bra. And ain't nobody gonna want to see that. But thank y'all so much for praying for me. I'm not 100%, but I am a lot better than I was. And I know, see what happens, and this is what one person, Lord, I can't remember who said what. Several of you have MS, some of you have lupus, some of you have rheumatoid arthritis, and I don't have those. And oh, I thank God, because I just know that y'all are doing some suffering. It's very hard, but thank God John has realized through the years that I want to be different. I think at first it was hard for him to accept. What's been hard for him to accept is that I am not the old me, that I can't just jump up and run and go like I used to. But you know, things in life just throw you. One lady was saying the other night, you know, since her husband died, she just don't know what her purpose is anymore. So, but thank y'all so much for your prayers, for your amazing comments. I mean, the last lady that I welcomed, one of you wrote on there, and I apologize because I read so much, but one of you wrote on there, you will love this Facebook page. It's a very encouraging place to be. That's the way, that's the community that I feel that we have built, is a community of encouragement. I encourage y'all. I know the Lord uses me to encourage you, but you in return just blow me away. But there's times when y'all will write something and it just, I mean, it grabs my heart, and I will just start crying. And he'll hear me sometimes, and I'll hear him move. And he calls me Mary all the time. My name is Mary Suzanne, but that's a pet name. His grandmother's name was Mary, and he calls his sister Mary, and he calls me Mary. So, Mary, you okay? Yeah. What's wrong, Mary? Nothing. And then he'll walk in there, and I was like, John, you gotta read this. This is so amazing. It just, you know, I'm just so honored that I'm allowed to be a part of this YouTube community. I'm just so stinking honored to be a part of it. I love you guys. You will never know what you do for me. And you know, some of you wrote on there this time that I've never seen your names. I know a lot of you don't write, and that's okay. Just keep watching and keep hitting that like button. Get in the habit. Everybody's video that I watch, that I enjoy, I like it. Because that's good for them, because that's showing YouTube, hey, we like this content. So get in the habit of when you're watching me to hit the like button. It's not for edification for me. It's to show YouTube we like this content, this positive content. And it's just, you know, it's that community that we've built, and it's just an honor. It is an absolute honor to have a group of women that love and support each other. And I'm just blown away by it. I'm blown away. Oh, a Trim Healthy Mama update. I haven't lost any more weight. Okay, so after Christmas, one week I lost 1 pound, and then I lost 2 pounds. I've quit. I haven't got my bullet journal started for the year. I'm using that Hobonichi, but I'm just telling y'all, I'm out of sorts when I don't have a bullet journal. But the fibro fog has been very, 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 very bad, to where it's been hard for me to do simple tasks. So I have not been even documenting that. But anyway, I lost 1 pound, then I lost 2 pounds, then I maintained. And then last week I gained a little over 1 pound, and then this week I was back down. So it still puts me at 20 pounds. Ashley has a birthday. Whenever it's the 12th. Is that Tuesday or Wednesday? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday? And then mine's the 24th, and I'm like, oh Lord, is there gonna be cake? I hope not. I'm just now getting back on track. So we don't always buy each other cake. I don't even know. They're going to Topgolf tomorrow night, their whole family, but I might see if they want us to keep Riggs, because I don't know if I want to go to Topgolf. And then I I don't even know what we'll do. We probably won't do anything major for my birthday. So, just another year above ground. Good thumbnail. I'm just blessed. A lot of my friends are gone, or some of my friends are gone. So anyway, I've been rambling. I've put on my makeup. As you see, I put my lipstick on last. It stays in my purse. Some of you put on lipstick right when you do your makeup. I put mine on last. Usually it's right before I go out the door, but I just want to touch base with you and say thank you, thank you, thank you. You are a blessing. Even if you viewed it and didn't comment, you're a blessing. If you commented and liked it, you're a blessing. And if you watched it and liked it, you're a blessing. I love you guys. I'm so thankful. I truly am thankful. So watch for a lesson coming up soon. Bye. Love